Alright, before I start, just two quick things. The first thing is, I apologize that videos haven't been coming out as frequently as I hope they would. I am just quite busy. College takes up a lot of my time, but hopefully now that the break is coming up, I can record more. I do want to do more like 2 or 3 videos a week instead of just like 1. And the other thing is, I do need help with this rework Bastion movement. And I know I talk about it a ton, but like really, I don't really see anything happening with it, and I know it's just me practically, but like, if you are part of the Rework Mercy movement, or you just care about Bastion, like, please use the hashtag if you can, like Rework Bastion, or just talk about him, because even if it's not a lot, it's just, it needs to be some sort of discussion. And yes, I mean you, like you watching, if you care about Rework Mercy or just like Bastion or the well-being of these characters in general, please, I really do need your help. I really just don't have my own following that's like large enough to really help out with this, and Bastion doesn't really have a community of his own, so if you can spare the time and effort and the words, then I would deeply appreciate it. I really do want the best for these characters. So with that said, let's get on with the video. Hello everyone. Today I'll be touching on the issues with the Doomfist nerfs that just recently went live, and why they threaten to put the character in a state similar to that of Mercy. So, for those who may not know, these nerfs reduced the range and damage of Doom's Slam ability by 25%, removed the movement lock for targets in the air that are struck by it, removed the movement lock for targets hit by Doom's uppercut, and reduced the damage from his ult from a maximum of 300 to 200, while also decreasing the size of the maximum damage radius. So what these nerfs mean is that the Rocket Punch is now Doom's most powerful and important ability, while making it a lot more difficult to dive onto targets with his Slam Uppercut combo, especially considering that Slam's purpose was to keep an enemy still so the combo could function. Now, the issues here lie in the fact that not only did Blizzard nerf the movement lock on Uppercut, which I'm honestly fine with by itself, but they also decreased the range and movement lock of Slam. And despite what you may assume, the lifeblood of Doom's kit is not his Rocket Punch, but in fact Seismic Slam. Doomfist needs the range and movement on the ability to effectively perform rollouts and set up combos, which is the entire point of his kit. With these things heavily nerfed, Doomfist must now rely on Punch to get kills. This essentially makes Doom sort of just a Rocket Punch bot, because his ability to actually do his job as a rollout-based flanker no longer works consistently. Now, the really worrying thing here, though, is like, does any of this sound familiar? Well, it should, because this is almost exactly what happened to Mercy in her kit. Mercy is now a res heal bot, because the engaging parts of her kit were nerfed or reworked. Doomfist is seemingly going down the same route, and it makes me wonder if this tweet I made was a little more accurate than I even realized at the time of writing it. As for the other nerfs, I don't think they're as big of a deal, except for maybe the nerf to his ultimate. See, if they had decreased the max damage radius but kept it at 300 damage, I would be fine with that, and if they had reduced the damage to 200 but kept the maximum damage radius the same, I also would have been fine with that. But, as per usual, Blizzard has gone over the deep end with their nerfs, reducing both, and leaving the ultimate with drastically less skill potential than is required for what the ult justifies, or the charge justifies. I understand that it's frustrating as a low mobility hero to have no real way of dealing or preventing with the ultimate, but instead of doing something with the ultimate that simply removed some of its power to another aspect of it, such as, you know, giving it a launching mechanic like Hammond's Pile Driver, they just stripped it of, you know, anything particularly useful, and it's just not really that useful anymore. So I mean, if we're just gonna wrap this up, the recent Doomfist nerfs have largely reduced his ability to do his job, and I fear that he may eventually end up in a similar situation to Mercy, where they give him a couple slight buffs, so he's decent after this nerf, but just incredibly one-dimensional and boring to play. Well, that's practically all I have to say for now. So, all of you, have a good week, or hopefully not that long, because I hope I'll upload before then. And Godspeed to you all. See ya.